Christian McCaffrey has been off to one of the hottest starts in NFL history. He is only the second player to have over 500 yards rushing and 250 yards receiving in the first 5 games of a season. At the pace McCaffrey is going, he will break the single-season record for most yards from scrimmage by over 200 yards. McCaffrey's teammate Joe McCoy said if the season ended right now, the running back would be MVP. Reggie, are you surprised McCaffrey has had this much success so early right now?
I'm not surprised because I actually got a chance to meet McCaffrey when he was still in high school. Met him on a random trip on vacation, me and my wife. We were in Miami. I go into the gym. Him and his brothers are in there working out. This is why they're in high school, right? And so I figured out who he was, told me his last name, and took a picture with him. But to fast forward to see what he did in college, and then now that we're having this conversation, the one thing I took away from that meeting was I saw his character on full display when he was in high school. On his spring break trip, him and his brothers are in the gym working out like that. And so to see him having this kind of success now, it only makes sense because his character and his work ethic is paying off on the football field. And Carolina is now finding ways to get him the football in space, right? I don't know if they were doing as great of a job as that, or maybe they weren't giving him as many opportunities when Cam Newton was there, because Cam Newton is the focal point when he's in the game, right? And so now they're having to make him the focal point. They're funneling the offense through him. They're getting him the ball in space, right? He had a great route against Jacksonville where he ran what we call a jerk route. And Jerry Rice was really one of the pioneers of this route, is where when you run up, if it's man coverage, the backer grabs you, you have the option to break him down and go either east or west. If it's zone, you turn around, sit, and you catch the ball and go up the field. So he had a great route, scored a touchdown on it, and they got to do more of this, though. They got to get him the ball in space because that is where he's at his best, is when he's in space. And now they're saying that he's not just a running back. We can use him a lot of different ways. That's why he returns punts, catching the ball in the backfield, running the football. He had one.
Line him up in the slide.
Yeah, line him up in the slide. You can do a lot of different things with him. A lot of different things.
No, I'm not surprised, Skip. And you know, obviously, I'm biased. I know this kid his whole life. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I forgot about that. I didn't think about that.
I played with his dad. I played with his dad. I know his mom. Skip.
And describe his dad as a player. What was
his dad? Was hardworking. His dad was faster than you thought. I'm not so sure his dad. I think his dad could outrun him. But he was gangly. Ed was 6'5", 6'5 and a half. And we call him Forrest because every time he run, we say, "Run, Forrest, run." But Ed could really run. But the thing was that you don't think of white. This is a picture of me and Christian McCaffrey. This is at the second. This was at the second Super Bowl.
So amazing.
Wow.
That's Christian sitting on my lap. Skip, remember?
By the way, didn't you tell me that he was his favorite player?
Yes, Christian McCaffrey. You were his favorite player. You know. That's why he wore number. I think he wore number 5.
Number 5 in college.
because of Reggie.
Okay.
Skip, I'm not surprised, and you and I had this conversation. The thing that I'm surprised about is how durable he is for how small he is.
I agree.
I didn't have a problem with him running between the tackles because if you watch Stanford's offense, it's a lot of counters. It's a lot of trades. They run a lot between the tackles. So I wasn't concerned with that. But I'm concerned that, he's getting 25, 30, almost 40 touches a game. He's only 205, 210, maybe tops. I'm thinking somewhere between 205 and 210. The 35 to 40 touches, that's reserved for a back that's 230, 240. Not a 205 guy, but I'm not surprised that he can do so much, Skip. He can run inside, he can run outside. They're just trying to find as many different ways because, as Reggie mentioned, Cam is not there. So now you have to find, he's your best player. So now how do we get our best player, get the ball in his hand? And that's what they're doing. They're throwing it to him, they're handing it to him, they're pitching it to him. They can't give him enough. And the thing is, Skip, he doesn't leave the field. He's one of the few NFL back. He never leaves the field. And to play that many snaps and to touch the ball as much as he does, he's unbelievable. And I can see why he's third. I have him third on my ballot. I would have Mahomes 1. I would have Russell Wilson 2.
I thought yesterday you were leaning Russell. I thought you said.
Russell's gaining.
I guess day to day.
No, Russell's gaining. After that performance, Russell is gaining. Russell's closed that gap. But hey, after the performance that he had Sunday, he's closed the gap too. They're right there. Shake him up, pull one out, you won't be disappointed. But he's unbelievable, Skip.
I have been shocked that he has not missed a game yet. because he did miss games at Stanford. And I thought he was going to have a harder time in pro football than he had at Stanford because, as you know, you guys are about the same size.
Yeah, no, we are the same size.
You're
the same
6
size.
feet-ish,
Yeah.
205. He's listed at 5'11", 205, whatever. But again, I thought that Christian would be more icing than cake, that he'd be nice to have, but you'd have to figure out ways to utilize him other than just banging him up the gut and trying to establish the run with this little man who won't be able to stay that healthy. But they've been doing both with him and getting away with it because he hadn't missed a game yet.
Right.
And again, you timed 4.33 coming out. He's 4.48, so he's not like world class. But in his genes, you go back to his grandfather was a world class.
His mom ran track. From what I hear,
Yeah.
What I hear.
She played soccer too.
He always says that his mom was the one he gets.
I think Ed ran 4.45 coming out of college.
So he's got good bloodlines, really good bloodlines. And I always say this in covering any pro sport as long as I have: if you have fathers or grandfathers, it gives you supreme confidence that they did it, I can do it. So he walks in the door fearless, like, I got this.
Right.
Your brother helped you some, not hugely, but you knew when you stepped on the field, my brother did this. You know, it gives you a huge advantage.
Skip, he grew up in the NFL locker room.
Yeah, he did. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he got to come to work and he ran around the field. He's like I want to do this.
Like Ken Griffey Jr.
Right.
He grows up in the Cincinnati Reds locker room. His dad is a star. You know, like, okay, I can do this. I can be better than my dad.
Right.
Okay? And this kid might be better than all of them. Right?
He's going to be better than
his brother is playing quarterback at Michigan.
And he has another brother at Nebraska.
Okay? Wow. That's quite a family.
Yeah.
So what's impressive to me so far is where he's scoring the most is on breakaway runs. We saw Breida start the game last night, but he's got an 84 and a 64. You know, he's got long runs, so he's breaking like you.
Yeah.
When he looks fast with the ball.
Yeah.
Not, you know, he couldn't outrun you in a 40-yard dash in your prime versus his prime. But I think with the ball in his hands, he can motor, man.
Oh, 100%. And the narrative has changed too, because when I first, like you said, when I first got into the league, they still wanted a big running back complemented by a smaller running back, right? And so when I got in the league, we had Deuce McAllister. He was our big running back.
And he was a banger.
And now everybody wants the smaller back that can do a lot of different things, right?
Alvin Kamara.
Exactly. Alvin Kamara is probably the only other running back who I could say do the same thing.
Because you got Saquon.
Yeah.
People look at Saquon, but Saquon is 235.
Yeah,
people don't realize how big he is. Saquon is 235, can run like that, but has hands and can catch. But Christian McCaffrey, the thing that I'm surprised about, not the success that he's having, but how durable. 37 touches.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of, man, look here.
It's a lot of touches. And again, knock on wood, I hope that he can stay healthy. But you have to know that the proof is in the pudding. You get that many carries, even if you're 225, it's going eventually it's going to happen, right? And eventually there's going to be some injuries because this is a league of all-stars. There's grown men on that other side of the football field.
But you know what helps now, Reggie? They don't bang during the week like we used to.
You're right. You're right.
See, that was the thing. See, back in the day, you carried the ball 30 times. Guess what? Wednesday
practice 907.
Again.
Thursday
you banging again. And then Friday you had on shells, which is just shoulder pads. They don't do that anything now. More times than not, it's a lot of walkthroughs now. So,
and these linebackers are a lot smaller too. 225, 230. That's a normal linebacker now.
Well, you brought up white running back. And again, I covered all the way back to Craig James. Remember this at SMU and then the Patriots. And I figured he was a stud white running back at 230, 235-ish, who could run 4.4. And I thought this will be the last of the great white running backs because he helped New England get to that Super Bowl against the Bears. And I thought, well, this kid is revolutionized. You know, like.
And you know what he's going to do is other young white kids are now going to see, hey, I can do that too, right? I can go play running back too because before Christian McCaffrey, we haven't really seen a running back like him, a white running back like him, do it in the way he's doing it right now. So now he's going to inspire.
There was John Riggins. You know what I'm saying? There was Larry Zonka. There was Mike Allstott type running back. I forget the guy. What's the guy, Skip? He played at Cleveland, had the one good year.
Peyton Hillis.
Peyton Hillis.
It was like one good year.
Skip, you know.
And he was on the Madden.
He won the Madden cover. They were built like him.
Then I don't know what happened.
Not like that.
Not like that.
Yeah.
And shifty.
Yeah.
Right? It kind of reminds me of Wes Welker, right?
Yeah.
Because before Wes Welker, you didn't see a lot of great white slot receivers.
Nope.
Now, you're seeing it's a lot, right? And so he's going to inspire some kids. So now they feel like I can go play running back too, like Christian McCaffrey.
Now we need a corner.
Yeah.
We need to go and get away. We ain't had one in a while.
Seahorn.
Seahorn.
That's a long time ago.
And Brad
That was in your Super Bowl.
You were Brad Davis and Scott Case.
And Scott Case.
Scott
University
Case.
of Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of the University of Oklahoma, Reggie and I have a busy weekend, guys.
Here we go. Big one, baby.
Red River Showdown. Are you sure you guys don't want to come in town for
Yeah, we need
this
to go to
one?
the State Fair.
So we have a 2-hour Big Noon Kickoff edition that Saturday. So are you looking forward to it?
I am. I can't wait. It's my first time to the Texas State Fair.
Is it your first time?
First time.
We experienced it last year, and let me tell you,
It is
just seeing
the greatest.
It
is the greatest.
Man, you don't eat
Nothing
nothing.
like it.
I'll be eating fried Twinkies,
used to.
and Snickers, and Oreos. I have all that.
Corny dogs.
I'm eating all that. I'm losing my diet this
Yeah, you're going to just let it go? Okay. Well, Reggie, I look forward to seeing you this weekend, Red River Showdown on Fox. And